Thank you, Lord. Exodus 19, verse 5. I had a whole long recap. We're just going to get right into this thing, man. We welcome Facebook. We welcome those of us on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. I pray you hear something that encourages you, strengthens you, helps you, bless you. We love you, and thank you for joining us. Exodus 19 and 5. Exodus 19, verse 5. Bless you, Lord. Y'all ready? All right, let's get into this thing, man. Now, therefore, hear these two words. If you. Say, if I.
If I.
Under the law of Moses, everything was on you.
Right.
Under the law of Moses, you had to fulfill all the requirements of the law in order for you to be blessed. He says, if you will obey my voice indeed, if you will keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure to me above all the people, for all the earth is mine. Everything under the law of Moses was based upon you. If you. It was all based upon your works. If you kept the commands, you were blessed. If you didn't keep the commands, you was cursed. But there's only one problem. People are still preaching that today.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
Let's see another one. Isaiah 1, verse 19. Isaiah 1, verse 19. Let's see another one. So people still believe today obedience brings the blessing. Wrong. Christ brought the blessing.
Yes, he did.
Oh, Lord, again.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Christ brought the blessing.
Yes.
Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law so that the blessing of Abraham is now come upon us.
Yes.
So now you got people thinking it's their obedience that causes them to be blessed. No, it was Jesus' obedience that caused us to be blessed.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. It was not what we know. If you, here we go, if you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. Then he says, but if you refuse to rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. Now, no, I don't think we're ready for that yet. Okay, stay with me. If you be willing and obedient. So you see how it's all on you?
Yes.
If you be willing and obedient, you get good. If you refuse to rebel, you be devoured.
Yes.
My Lord, what a hard way to live.
Yes. It's waiting. Too much pressure.
And people are still preaching that today.
Yes.
Got the church hollering, ooh, I'm your beating, ooh, I ain't even and then they crack up. Not understanding we're not even under that any longer.
Yeah.
Truth of the matter, we was never under that.
Amen.
So you got people thinking, if I be willing and obedient, I get the house. If I be willing and obedient, I get the promotion, I get the healing. And God will heal me if I be willing and obedient. But what happens when you mess up?
Yes.
Well, let me not call it mess up. What happens when you sin?
Yes.
What happens when you get out of love?
Uh-huh.
What happens when you didn't give all your time?
Yes. Amen.
What happens when you looked at that man longer than you're supposed to look at him?
Yes. Amen.
Oh, Lord, in here.
Yes.
So now you're telling me you're going to be devoured by the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on.
My God.
Come on, man. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. Let's go see the faithful one. Oh, man, I know they probably preaching that today. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. They might be preaching that right now.
Yes.
Deuteronomy 21. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord your God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if you hearken to the voice of the Lord your God. Everything was all on you.
Yes.
But if you drop down to verse 15, he talks about the curse. He said if you don't obey, let me get to verse 15. He says if you don't obey, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord your God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes recommended this day, all these curses shall come on thee. So here we go again. Everything in that old covenant was based upon your works.
Yes. Amen.
You obey, you be blessed. If you don't obey, you be cursed. But I thank God for some Jesus.
Yes. Amen.
I love me some Jesus.
Yes. Yes, Lord. Thank you.
Why? Watch what Jesus did for us. Matthew 5, verse 17. Watch what Jesus has done for us. Watch Jesus now. Because all the old covenant was if you, if thou, if you. It was all in what I do.
Yes. Yes.
Watch what Jesus did. He said, think not I am come to destroy the law. All that if thou. He said, I ain't coming to destroy that, or the prophets. I have not come to destroy it, but I have come to what? Fulfill it. He said, I didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it, to give it its full meaning, to make them come true, to make the law come true. So what did Jesus say? Listen, I'm going to fulfill this thing for you.
Thank you,
God.
Thank you, Lord.
Raymond, you're not going to have to worry about if Raymond. You ain't got to worry about that no more. I'm going to fulfill the whole thing for you.
Yes, amen.
All I need you to do is believe in me.
Yes.
My God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Don't turn here. Matthew 3, verse 15. You can go there. Matthew 3, verse 15. Jesus fulfilled the law, saints.
Yes.
Stop reading that old covenant trying to come up with some catchy messages.
Amen. Amen.
Some catchy slogans.
Mm-hmm.
And you put God's people back in bondage.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
This is Jesus coming to John the Baptist to be baptized. Jesus answered and said unto them, suffer it to be so now. Because John said, I can't baptize you. He said, no, you got to do it. Why? For thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness.
Yes. Amen.
So what did Jesus say? I have to fulfill all the law, all the requirements, everything God is asking of man. I got to do it for you.
Yes.
Watch this. I can't cut any corners.
Amen.
I got to do it all. I got to do it all. All the if thou. Jesus of Nazareth was the only man that was able to keep the law.
Yes. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
And then he says, now, anyone that believes in me, God accounted unto you as righteousness. You are now made righteous. You are living right now as a man that has fulfilled all the law.
Yes.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank
When God looks down and sees you, he sees you as someone who has met all the requirements. My
Yes.
God.
Amen.
All the requirements of the law are met in you,
Yes.
are satisfied in you.
Thank you.
Say amen something like that.
Amen.
Romans 8, verse 4. When God looks down, he sees you as someone who has met all the requirements of the law to be blessed.
Yes.
In order to be blessed. Romans 8, verse 4. Watch it. That the righteousness of the law here might be fulfilled in us. Not if you keep all the if thou. Now, it's more than 10 commandments, guys. It was 613 commandments. It was 613 if thou shalt not. If thou. 613 of them.
Yes. Amen.
And Jesus came and fulfilled all of them.
Yes. Amen.
And now he says to anyone that's in me, my Father now see that the law, the righteousness of the law is fulfilled in you now.
Yes. Amen.
You don't have to keep no law. I already fulfilled it.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Now that the righteous requirements of the law has been fulfilled in us, every blessing, every promise in the old covenant now belongs to us. Everywhere you see a promise to the righteous, that's yours. Why? Because God sees you as someone who has met the righteous requirements. My God. Not because you kept all the if thou, because he did. And because I'm in him and he's in me, God sees me as someone who has already fulfilled all the law. My God. Where we want to go? Oh my Lord. 2 Corinthians 1 verse 18. This scripture right here took off on us Wednesday night. My God, I see this scripture in a whole new light. 2 Corinthians 1, 18. But as God is true, our word toward you was not yea and nay. Then he says, For the Son of God, that Son of God, Jesus Christ, who was preached among you by us, even by me and Silvanus and Timotheus, was not yea and nay. See, watch this. Yo, everybody look at me for a minute. I hate religion.
Amen.
Religion tells you that there's a yes with God, there's a no with God, there's a maybe, and it's not your season. I don't know yet. You ain't tired enough yet. You ain't met your prayer requirements yet. Religion always tries to tell you why something's not going to happen for you.
Yeah.
But in Christ Jesus, there is no yes and no. My God, my God, my God. The only thing in Jesus is yes. There is no no in Jesus, saints. If you can find the promise in the word, the answer is already yes.
Yes. Amen.
Your mama told you no, not Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
They told you no.
Yes.
But there is no no in Jesus.
Amen.
If you can find the promise in the scripture. Man, I hope that help you right here. Come on, y'all. If it's in the Bible, you don't have to wonder what the answer is. The answer is yes. Watch this. All the promises of God in Christ are yes. In him, amen, unto the glory of God by us. Any promise you can find in the Bible, Jesus has already fulfilled it all, and is telling you now the answer is yes. Whether it's healing, yes. Whether it's prosperity, yes. Whether it's your marriage, yes. No matter what it is, it's no no in him.
That's right. That's right.
My God says. There is no no in him. There is no maybe. There is no you haven't been good enough. There is no you haven't met the requirements. There is no you don't qualify for this yet. There is no you haven't been saved long enough. There is no you ain't sitting up enough trouble. Trouble. When you pray, you're sitting up trouble.
Tell him. Amen.
There is none of that. I said there is none of that.
Amen.
If you can find a promise in that Bible, whether old or new, the answer is yes. There is no no in Jesus. I know, Pastor. Well, I'm trying to let you know right now, baby. Religion makes men miserable.
Amen. Amen.
Job 16, verse 1. Religion makes you miserable because a whole lot of do's and don'ts. Can't do this, can't go here. Can't say this, can't do this. Can't wear this, can't wear that. Can't watch this, can't do that. Can't say this, can't listen to this. Can't do that. Can't go to the music park. No, this is devil. Can't go to a movie. That's the devil.
Yes, it is joy.
Everything got a double on it. I don't know where that flower case come from. It got a spirit on it.
Yes,
Everything got a spirit on it.
the sticker on my refrigerator.
So everything got
Take it down. Take it down.
everything got a spirit on it. Like what? Why the flower pot gotta have a spirit on it? They just holding the flowers, man. Everything got a spirit on it, man. Everything's the devil.
Oh,
Stop it! If you do believe you got a spirit on it, cast the spirit out. You better get the pot out. All right. That's what religion does for you. Job 16, verse 1. Then Job answered and said, I have heard many such things. Then watch what Job tell all his friends. Man, can you imagine you going through a trial and all your friends come over and tell you how everything that happened is your fault? Job said, I heard everything y'all said. Miserable comforters are you all. Y'all supposed to be coming here to comfort me. And yet the whole time you here, you're telling me how all this happened because of me. All this is your fault. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. That's why And that's what religion does.
Yes.
It shows you everything wrong with you and why God is not pleased with you, and you're the reason why you didn't get the job. You're the reason why you didn't get the promotion. You're the reason why your husband don't want you. You're the reason why your kids out there in the streets. You're the reason. Everything is your fault.
Yes. Amen. Yeah.
Religion will wear you out, man. It's your fault this happened. It's your fault that this didn't come through. It's your fault you can't pay your bill. It's your fault. It's your fault. You're at fault here. You're at fault. Religion comes to condemn you and take you down.
Yes. Amen. That's right.
Job said, miserable comforters are you all. I don't want to come somewhere and sit for an hour and you tell me how bad I am.
That's right. Only that before I got here.
Look how horrible you are, and it's your fault this happened. And you know why that happened this week? Because it's your fault. And you ain't no good. And God don't love you. And God ain't pleased with you. And you're going to hell. You sinner. I don't want to hear that for no hour.
No.
Amen.
I would have said, oh, like this is a scandal.
Yes.
Listen, let you tell me how bad I am for an hour. You ain't no good. Say that again, man. Religion makes me miserable, but true righteousness brings joy. Romans 14, verse 17. And do that in nobody. I came to your church I need some comfort, and I leave feeling worse than I did when I showed up because you're telling me how bad I am. You sinner. Right? Tell me something I don't know. I know I need Jesus. Tell me how to get to him, man. Gracious. For the kingdom of God is not meat and drink. Watch the kingdom. The kingdom is what? Righteousness. The kingdom is what? Peace. The kingdom is what? Joy in the Holy Ghost. Religion makes me miserable, but the kingdom and the gospel of grace brings righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Ghost. Different version says, the kingdom is living a life of goodness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. I like this. Experiencing here true happiness. Jesus. Jesus. Say the kingdom of God desires for me to experience true happiness.
True happiness.
And the key word is true happiness.
Yeah.
Not performed happiness. Not conned up happiness. That's not phony happiness. But you're really happy.
Yes.
You're really at peace. Okay? True happiness, man. Because I'm tell you something, religion calls you to perfect phoniness.
Amen.
Religious people know how to be phony. How you doing, girl? Bless how that hell. With a big hat on.
Yeah.
But you don't know the reason why the big head is she covering that mark. The deacon bust her head on before they came to church.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just highly favored, filled with the Holy Ghost, baptized in fire.
Yeah.
Really? You're perfecting phoniness. You're not truly happy.
That's right.
Because religion, you can't be truly happy in religion.
That's right. Amen.
Oh, Lord. All right, let's turn the corner. Proverbs 13, verse 15. Life was never intended to be hard.
Amen.
Life was never intended to be hard. Watch this, watch this. Marriage was never intended to be hard.
Amen.
Watch this, watch this. Finances
Yes.
was never intended to be hard. The raising of your children was never intended to be hard. Family relationships, Lord Jesus, was never intended to be hard. Good understanding gives favor. Watch this. Good understanding gives grace. That's what favor is.
That's what it is.
But the way of transgressors is hard. The verse said their way is difficult, disastrous. And here's the nasty part. It never changes. Oh, God. Jesus. And as long as they continue to go against God's way of doing things, their lives never change. I mean, they live in that hardness for years. They live in that difficulty, that disastrous life, and it never changes. Going to church, praising the Lord, but their lives never changes. Life was never intended to be hard. Okay? Y'all gotta stay with me, guys. We know he told the Apostle Paul, we ain't gonna go there, Acts 9 verse 5. He told the Apostle Paul, well, you know the Apostle Paul name was Saul. And we saw last Sunday, he was persecuting the church. And God shows up and says, Saul, Saul. He said, watch it, it's hard to kick against the pricks. What does that mean? Kicking against the pricks means when the farmers would plow the field with oxen, they would use a stick. And at the end of that stick was a pointed piece of iron. That when the oxen would get off track, the farmer would tap the oxen on his rear to help him get back on track. But sometimes the animal would rebel and resist, and what they called it was kicking against the pricks. And when the animal would kick against the pricks, it caused the prick, that piece of iron, to be driven even further into his flesh. Watch this. The more the ox rebelled, the more he suffered. All it was initially was supposed to be a little tap to let you know, get back on track. But if he kept right on going, guess what? It made it suffer even more. So he was telling the Apostle Paul, if you keep going the way you're going, your life is going to get harder. Now, Matthew 11, verse 28, King James Version first. Life was never intended to be hard. God desires for us to experience true happiness.
Yes, amen.
So what does Jesus say? Come to me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest for your souls. My yoke is easy. My burden is easy. Easy. My God, he said my yoke is easy. Life was intended to be easy. I know that goes against the rough side of the mountain.
Yes.
I'm coming up. I know that goes against all your isms.
Yeah.
But that's not God's will. He doesn't want you to come up the rough side of the mountain, baby.
Amen.
It's his will for it to be easy. Oh, I know. I hear that dog holler. Oh, I hear him barking. I hear that religious dog barking. No, pastor, I got to be in the scroll. No, my yoke is easy. My burden is light. Now give me the Message translation. And then we'll take off, see what we got. Oh, that was just prep work. Let's see it in a minute. Are you tired? Are you tired? Only Jesus asked you something like that. Yeah. Are you tired yet? Aren't you tired of this mess? Oh, see. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you right now. Right now, I don't even really, it is what it is. Jesus, are you tired? Are you worn out? The sign of infomercial. Yes. Don't it's not infomercial? Are you tired? Are you worn out? Are you burnt out of religion? Come to me. Only $4 of $29.95. Come to me. Get away with me. And you'll recover your life. Oh, God, that's good. Come to me. Get your life back. Jesus. My God. My God, you get your life back. See y'all lady right there. That's oh God. That's one of the things I was saying. I kept telling co-pastor, even with this whole situation we talked about earlier, I don't want to say it loud right now. I said, I need my life back. Yeah. Amen. Those things, those jobs, those things try to take your life from you. Yeah. You don't got time to do nothing else. He says, I want you to recover your life. I want you to recover your purpose. I want you to recover the very reason why I put you down there in the earth to begin with. Recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me. Work with me. See, y'all gotta come on, man. Yeah. Watch how I do it. And here's the beauty. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. Oh, Jesus. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and watch this lightly. Jesus. Learn. Watch it. The unforced rhythms of grace. There is an ease. There is an enjoyment when you're walking in this grace, when you're living the grace life. In your own efforts and self-works, there will be struggle and frustration. Why? You're trying to force things to happen. Jesus. Yes. Amen. Here's the definition of forced. Strained, unnatural, unfitting. Hear this one. It's required by circumstances. Jesus. You're doing something, my God, not because you want to, but because of your circumstances. I got to do this. That's forced. Oh, I can't get under here. You don't really want to work 3 jobs, but you feel like because of your circumstances, I'm forced to do this. My God. Help us, Lord. You feel forced to do something. Only one problem. When it's forced, it's not on the rhythm of grace. Yeah. I heard this last night. I said, that's good. I got to write that down, Lord. He said when it's forced, it's not yours. Amen. Jesus. Amen. My God, that right there was worth the price of admission, saints. If it's forced, it's not yours. If it's forced, you know what they're saying? This is something you're trying to make happen. If I have to make it happen, that means there's no grace on it. Amen. I mean, I'm trying to make something be that's not mine. If I have to force this joker to love me, he's not mine. My God. Come on, saints. Because if he's yours, it would be no force on it. It would just flow because it's grace for him to love me. Yes. That's right. Oh, Lord, yeah. Anything's forced, anything that's forced does not line up with the rhythms of grace. Yes. If I have to con, if I got to manipulate, if I got to cut and shape and squeeze. And
Put it on.
if you got to do all that to get them jeans, then you need a bigger size. If the whole family got to get around you to pull them up, they not yours. They the babies. They your teenager jeans, man. You pick up the wrong ones. This is unnatural for us how to do all this for you to get in them jeans, man. It's forced. Put on some jeans that come up easily.
Yes, Lord. Take it off.
That's force. That's strain. That's unfitting. He said when it's forced, it's not God.
Amen.
It's you trying to make something happen yourself.
My God, thank you, Father.
When it's forced, you are Lord over the situation and responsible for keeping it going. But when it's on the rhythm of grace,
Yes.
there's grace, favor, anointing, and blessing to do it.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
And I don't know about you.
Thank you, Father.
There are some things that I have tried to force to happen.
Yes. Amen.
As a pastor, you try to force people. You try to do all you can to maintain and force relationships. But you just got to get to the point, I can't force you to love me.
That's right. Amen.
I can't force you to come to church.
That's right.
All I can do is preach the gospel.
Yeah.
And you come, you don't, you don't.
Amen.
But I'm going to stay in the unforced rhythms of grace.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Keep calling down behind you. Where you at? Where you at? You coming Sunday? We miss you. Why y'all didn't come? We miss you. Y'all coming Sunday? We look forward to seeing you. That's not all that.
It is. Amen. Amen. So powerful.
Who has time for that?
Yes,
Keep
sir.
calling down behind grown folk. You not coming. We did something wrong. Are you mad? Did we offend you? We miss you. Are you coming Sunday? Be nice to see you. And time all that.
Yes.
That's force. You're trying to force something.
Yes.
If I got to try to force you to be here, you don't belong here.
That's right.
God!
Amen. Amen. Say it. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Keep riding, keep riding, keep riding.
Amen.
You don't belong, you don't belong here.
Yes.
You just need to find your sheepfold.
Yes.
Because when you find your sheepfold, it's a grace.
Yes. See?
It's grace. Here's what I want you to really understand. Don't try to force things to happen.
Amen. Yes.
If it's God's will for you to have it, He will make sure you have it.
Amen. Amen.
But don't try to make it happen yourself.
Amen.
Or you will find yourself living in regret 5 years down the line. Say,
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
What the baby said, Raymond. The baby was in the spirit this morning. I'm telling you something. Jonathan told y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't alone. I'm telling y'all, so you think you're alone, you ain't alone.
That's right.
He ain't know we'll come right behind him and sing the song, what? I am not alone. The baby was in the spirit.
Yes.
Raymond just told you now. If you didn't get it, that don't mean it wasn't God's will. It just means that's not yours.
Yes.
God got what He got for you now.
Yes. Yes.
You know what we do? When it don't like it's happening, we're going to try to force it to happen. And God is like, no, I don't want you right there.
That's right. Amen.
You think this is something you need. But there's a way that seeming right into a man, but the end thereof is death and destruction. Trust me. Mr. J just told us, trust me. Sister Green shared, trust me. I know what I got for you. I know what I got for you. Don't try to force that. Don't try to force these relationships. But they told you that you gotta make them calm. You gotta keep making them calm.
Yes, Lord. It's too much. It's too much.
That's forced. Should be a grace on it. Unforced rhythms of grace. You gotta get in that. You gotta get in that groove. That unforced rhythms of grace, man. I'm not forcing anything. God, your will be done in my life. My God. John 10:10. Amplified. Glory to them. Since we've been trying to do too much, sweat. It's time for us. Lord Jesus. Oh, I've been up here. God, pray for me. It's time. You got to go there. I don't even know that rule.
36 minutes.
36. All right, I got 4 minutes. All right. A thief is only there to steal, kill, and destroy. Watch Jesus. We ain't worried about a thief. Watch Jesus. I came. No, I want no Message translation. I want Amplified. That's a Message? If I did, I'm sorry. Amplified. I don't want to say it. I came that they might have and enjoy life.
Yes.
He said, first, I want you to have true happiness. Now he told me I want you to have and enjoy life, have an abundance to the full, till it's overflowing.
Yes. Amen. Yes. Amen. Amen.
That's the unforced rhythms of grace life. Different version says, my purpose is to give them all. See, you got to catch the all part. This grace life isn't for her or him. It's for all of us.
Yes. Amen.
My purpose is to give them all. Say all of us.
All of us.
Say including me.
Including me.
To give them all a rich and satisfying life. Hear it. Life in all its fullness. Oh.
Yes. Amen.
It's God's will for all of us to live this grace life, which is rich and satisfying.
Amen.
No, we've been trying to force stuff to happen. If God closed the door, well, why are you sitting there trying to kick it open?
Amen. Telling you.
I see that so clearly.
Yeah.
I see that so clearly. God closed the door. You want to say, let me in there. God said, no. This is not your door.
That's right. Amen.
And you trying to kick the door down. You trying to unscrew the knob. You trying all this stuff to try to get in that door. And you crying and hollering and fasting. Doing all this stuff to try to get through that door. God said, no, baby. This is not going to lead to that satisfying life.
That's right. Amen.
2 Corinthians 4, verse 16. But I want it in the Message translation. Come on with me. I know I'm working yet. Stay with me. Lord Jesus. You got to move. Okay, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16, Message translation. Come on. It should be for us, saints.
That's right. Amen.
Can you force somebody to love you?
No. Amen. Or to believe that you love them.
Well, you can.
Amen.
So we're not giving up. How could we? Even though the outside often looks like things are falling apart on us, on the inside, when God is making a new life, watch this. Not a day goes by without his, watch this, unfolding grace. Do you realize every day God is unfolding his grace in your life? Watch this. Every day, grace is working up and setting up stuff for you. We over here trying to force something to happen. Y'all gotta see it. We over here kicking doors in, trying to make a way, and grace is over here unfolding. Hey, come on here.
Yeah.
Come on here. It's the grace life over here.
Yeah.
We spend all our lives over here trying to force something to happen, when every day his grace is unfolding, setting up stuff for us.
Yeah.
We never see, because we're so busy tied into what we're trying to make happen.
Amen.
Not a day goes by.
Not a day.
What? Every day? Come on, Minister J. Every day he's unfolding something good. All he need me to do is take my attention off that which is forced and get over here to his unfolding grace.
Yeah.
Jesus. See, every day, His grace is unfolding in my life. Yes, Lord. See, you gotta ask yourself, what is He unfolding today? See, if I see every day, now my mind got said, well, what you got planned today, God? That money for that bill you're believing for. His grace is unfolding that today.
Yes.
Oh, y'all better come on, man.
Yes.
But we so distracted by this forced stuff. Well, I ain't got time to have to work. And God's like, hey, come look at what I'm unfolding for you.
Yes.
Lord Jesus.
Yes.
All right, let me keep on. Jesus. 2 Timothy 1 verse 9. Woo! I'm gonna have to. Yes, sir. 2 Timothy 1 verse 9. His grace is unfolding something every day in your life, man.
Yes. Amen.
You think you have a need. The very thought that you have a need lets you know that is the very thing that's been unfolded today.
Yes.
My God. You think you need gas money, but gas money has already been unfolded for you right now.
Amen.
God,
Amen.
Jesus.
Yes.
Y'all can come on with me now. You think you need money to pay mortgage. No, mortgage money is already being unfolded for you right now. You think you need money for the light bill. No, you're looking in the wrong envelope. You're looking at the $1 million envelope that says need money for light bill. You gotta go ahead and see this envelope, what's been unfolded for you.
Yes.
I pray to God y'all hear what I'm saying to you now. Who have saved us and called us with a holy calling. Not according to our works, but according to His purpose, His own purpose and grace, which was given us in Christ Jesus before the world began.
Amen.
Hear me. Before the foundation of the world, man was living in the unforced rhythms of grace. All Adam had to do was receive by grace everything God had provided for him. Saints, before He put Adam here, He had already provided everything he would ever need.
Yes.
He didn't put Adam here on the first day. No, God created everything and then said, now let us make man in our own image and our own likeness. So before Adam showed up, everything he would need was already provided.
Yes. Amen.
The very fact that I see your blessed self today lets me know everything you need today has already been provided. My God, saints! You just got to come over here to this unfolding grace and stop messing with this forced stuff.
Yes. Amen.
Do you realize? It's already provided. That's how you know it's provided. Because you're here.
That's right. Amen.
Jesus. He said we must get back to living in the unforced rhythms of grace. Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Genesis 2, verse 1. Come on, y'all. Y'all with me so far?
Amen.
All right, let's see how far we can get. Man, we just have to get up in the next time. Y'all stay with me. Genesis 2, verse 1. Lord Jesus. Watch this. Thus the heavens and the earth were what? Finished. It was finished. and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made. He rested on the seventh day from all his works which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Why? Because in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. All right? Drop down to verse 7. He says, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord God watched this, planted a garden east of Eden. God planted a garden. What did he do after he planted the garden? He put the man whom he had formed. Everything you need, Adam was already made. Everything you need, Adam, we already got it. Drop out of verse 15, Lord Jesus. Verse 15. And the Lord God took the man, watch this, and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. He put the man in that which he already created for him. There's a house already created for you.
Yeah. Yes. Amen.
There's things, man, listen to me. There are things created for you already that you don't have to labor and toil to get.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Jesus. We must get back to this unforced rhythm. That is not coming through your labor. It's not coming through your painful toiling. It's coming through grace. Don't you want about grace? As Matthew 11 just said, are you tired? Are you worn out? Aren't you tired of your body hurting? Aren't you tired of having to go somewhere you don't want to go?
Yes.
See, I know. See, I don't care. You don't want to go there for real.
No.
But you forced because of your circumstances. You don't want to really go there. Matter of fact, if you didn't have no circumstances, you wouldn't go there. That lets you know you don't want to go there.
Yes. Amen.
If money wasn't an issue, I promise you, majority of us will not go where we're supposed to go on Monday.
Amen. Amen.
That lets you know that's not your purpose. That is not your purpose. Because if your money wasn't an issue, you wouldn't go.
Yes, amen.
All bills paid, bank accounts full, they wouldn't see you Monday morning.
No. I'll never get again.
Whatever I left in the job, keep it. I ain't coming to get it. Hold on to it. Do what you want to do.
Amen.
I know. Come on, y'all. All right, come on. Genesis 3, verse 17. You wouldn't go there. Genesis 3:17. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No. You wouldn't even act like you want to get up and get dressed and go in there. Well, you sure I ain't? No, sir.
Me?
You probably that's funny call. Who was that? Don't even worry about it. They all right. Adam, he said, because you have hearkened to the voice of your wife, here when it got hard. You have eaten every tree which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for your sin. Jesus. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of your life. Sorrow. That word sorrow there is toiling. You're going to work hard for whatever you get in life.
Yes, sir.
Thorns also and thistles shall they bring forth for thee. Thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face shall you eat your bread, till thou return to the ground, for out of it was thou taken from the dust thou art, to the dust shalt thou return. Adam went from living the unforced rhythms of grace life to toiling. Working hard for a living. Working hard to eat. Working hard to pay his bills. Ain't gonna help with here.
Amen.
Working hard to do this and then we got to a place where working hard is glorified. That's nothing to glory about. That's the curse.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
He's a hard worker. That's the curse.
Yes. Amen.
Sweat on his face. Tired. Walk in the house, barely moving. How's your day today moving? It was all right, I'm tired. You want to come upstairs, boo? We play footsie? No, I'm tired. Check me out tomorrow, boo. I'm tired. Dad, you want to come outside and play ball with me? No, son, I'm tired. Y'all leave Daddy alone now. You gotta get some rest. He's tired. They been glorified that.
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel about it. My God, we glorify that life. That's the curse. You can't even make love to your wife. You can't play with your kids. You're just tired. Feet hurt. See, I know. Just tired. You know what you gotta do is get this unforced rhythms of some grace.
Yeah, Lord.
Jesus. Lord help us. Father, help us, Lord.
Yes.
Help us. Luke 5, verse 1. I'm trying to see. You're tired.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Back hurting in your leg. You're just tired.
Amen.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
You're not living. You're not experiencing happiness. That's not having and enjoying life. That's forced.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you feel about this series here, Lord? I don't know how this series is going to go over. And it came to pass that as the people pressed upon him to hear the word of God, he stood by the lake Gennesaret and saw two ships standing by the lake. But the fishermen was gone out of them and were washing their nets. Now, if you're washing the nets, that means you're done for the day.
Done. Oh, my head said, I'm done.
Then you're going to go to the crib. You're done. Jesus entered to one of the ships, which was Simon's, and prayed him that he would thrust out a little from the land. He sat down and talked to people out of the ship. Now, when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, Simon, launch out into the deep. Let down your nets for a draught. Simon answered, said to him, Master, I'm tired.
Yes. Amen, son.
Watch what he said. We have toiled all the night. If he's been out there all night, he's been home in the bed with his wife.
No.
And he's tired.
He's tired. Yes.
Now here's the problem. Ain't have taken nothing.
Nothing.
We've been out here fishing all night and ain't caught anything.
That's a problem.
That's a bad business.
Yes.
Nonetheless, unforced rhythms. Watch this. At first, he was under the curse, toiling. Unforced rhythms of grace says, nevertheless at your word, I'll let down. Watch the difference. First he said we was toiling. Now with ease, I'm going to just let down the net. Jesus. Why you let down the net right there? Because the master told me to.
Yes. Amen.
Watch it. And when they had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes and their net break. Look at it. Wait a minute, saints. Please cut your spiritual minds on for a second. How, Jitterboom, come on, Jitterboom. Listen to me for a minute. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
How in the world you've been out there all night toiling, ain't catch no fish? You've been out there fishing tell you, let down your net, and you will close a great multitude of fishes so that your net break. You know why? One was toiling, and one was in the unforced rhythms of grace. Jesus. One was doing something out of forced labor because of our circumstances, and the other one was doing something because the master told him.
Yes.
Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. Yes. Obedience, yes.
Master told him. And when he did what the master told him, every fish in that lake was trying to get in that net.
Yeah.
Proverbs 10:22. Let me see. Let's see, can we? Let me skip that one. Let me skip that one. All right, yeah. All right, we're going to Proverbs 10, and then we'll go to Luke 18, and let's go. They got it, guys. Saints, listen. This is the blessing of the Lord. It maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. Give me the Message translation, I hope you don't mind. God's blessing makes life rich. Nothing we can do to improve on God. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toiling for it. You have nothing to regret. Hard work, difficulty, and struggle will not add anything to it. It's the blessing. What we was trained in was hard work. And God for hard work, you need to learn how to live in the blessing. You need to learn how to live in the unforced rhythms of grace. All right, last scripture, Luke 18:35, over King James. Listen to me. The key to getting out of the cycle of defeat and frustration is to learn how to rest and receive from God. The key to getting out of the cycle of defeat and frustration is to learn how to rest and receive. We're going to spend some time with this next week. Let's read these scriptures and get out of here. And it came to pass, he was come nigh to Jericho. A certain blind man sat by the wayside begging. Watch Jesus. Life was never intended to be hard. We just got to learn how to rest and receive.
Amen.
Hearing the multitudes pass by, he asked what it meant. And they told him that Jesus of Nazareth passed by. He cried, saying, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And they was before rebuked him that he should hold his peace. Man, be quiet. Don't want to hear that. But he cried so much the more, thou Son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus stood, commanded to him to be brought unto him. When it was come near, he asked him, watch what Jesus asked him. Watch this. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch what he asked him. What you want me to do? You got my attention. What you want? Lord, that I may receive my sight. Jesus said to him, receive the sight. Man, shit. Man, shit. Your faith has saved you. Immediately you see the sight, follow him, glorify God, and all the people, when they saw it, gave praise God. Watch Jesus, man. Hey!
Hey.
What you want me to do for you? Lord, that I receive my sight, or receive your sight. Jesus didn't touch him. He ain't doing anything to him. Receive this one.
Yes.
What if I told you that's how easy life is supposed to be?
Amen.
Hey, what's what we do for you? Lord, I need this debt paid. Receive it paid before. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. What if I told you? That's life. What if I told you? That's how we're supposed to live. Hey! The doctor said cancer is in your body, in my body, Lord. You're cancer free. Receive it. What if I told you? All we gotta learn how to do is receive.
Amen.
What you want me to do? I need to receive my sight. Receive.
Yeah.
Just receive. Why? Because everything you need is already provided.
Yeah.
You know what we would do? We would try to force it. We would try to come up with a way to make this happen. We'll call him, call her, call them, call this situation, call this organization. Now, how about it? Just receive it. Pastor, come on, man. I'm coming, baby. Just receive.
Yes. Amen.
What did you do to get saved? Nothing. You just received him as Lord and Savior.
Yes. Amen.
Just receive. The unforced rhythms of grace is learning how to rest and receive from God. Oh my God. Jesus. Just receive. Facebook, YouTube, you're healing your body right now. We're praying. I encourage you, just receive. Definition of receive is just take it. Lay hold on it. I take my healing. What you mean, Pastor, take it? Just take it. It's already available. Take it.
Amen.
Just take it. Just receive. You ain't got to run around your house. You ain't got to do 20 push-ups. You ain't got to do 80 Hail Marys. You ain't got to go shake the bishop's hand. You ain't got to do none of that. Just receive. I'm telling you, we got to spend some time with this. We got to get back to learning how to live in the unforced rhythms of grace. Everything we've been doing has been forced. It's been you trying to make something happen. We heal right now. Let me pray for you. Just receive, all right? Father, we thank you right now for my brother and my sister. Whether they're in the hospital, Father, whether they're at home, wherever they are right now, we release faith with them right now for the healing of their bodies from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. But Jesus, you bore all of their sicknesses, you carried all of their diseases, all of their pains, all of their weaknesses, all of their infirmities, and by your stripes they were healed, therefore they are healed. And in the name of Jesus, I encourage you, receive it. My God, take it. In the name of Jesus. Take it. Take it. Take it. Now, can I say this thing? Hey, you're not waiting on God, baby. You're not. You're not waiting on God. You're not waiting on God. Let me tell you something. You don't got to get yourself together. No, that's what Jesus is for. All the their lives. They didn't try to tell you that God doesn't want anyone like you. That's a lie from hell. He wants you. He desires you. He loves you. You're not saved today. You desire to be saved. I encourage you. Pray with me. All you have to do is receive it. Again, there's nothing you got to do, baby. Just receive it. Just pray. Say, Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus,
I thank you.
I thank you
For saving me.
for saving me.
You said in your word.
You said in your word,
I believe in my heart.
I believe in my
That
heart,
God raised you from the dead.
that God raised you from the
I
dead.
ask you
I ask
to
you
be my Lord.
to be my
To
Lord,
be my Savior.
to be my
You
Savior.
said I would be saved.
You said I was saved.
So right now, Lord Jesus,
So right now, Lord Jesus,
I thank you
I thank you
for saving me.
for saving
Be
me.
my Lord.
Be my Lord.
Be my Savior.
Be my Savior.
Take this life
Take this life
and do something with it.
and do something with
I
it.
thank you right now
I thank you right
for
now
receiving me
for receiving
into the
me
family of God.
to the family of
In
God.
Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Bless God. Yes. We welcome you. Not only do we welcome you, Jesus welcomes you into the family of God. Let me say this with you, more loud when you shared it. But we heard this earlier. Doing prayer. Whenever a prophetic word comes forward, all that's required of you is all you have to do is believe it. Whenever a word comes forth, God is not expecting you to do it. He's expecting you to believe it. Just believe it. I'm telling you, man, the unforced rhythms of grace is learning how to receive from God here. Without you having to try to do everything. Without you having to try to force this life. We're learning how to receive from God. And Pastor, I don't know about that. Let me tell you something. This is what God already wanted for you. That you can receive from Him. Amen. Amen. We love you. God bless you. We pray you have a great week. And the blessing of the Lord continue to flow in your life. That you have a week of unforced rhythms of grace. Amen.
Amen.
God bless you. We love you. Let us stand.